Today's video, I'm going to be showing you my custom 72 volt e-bike, which can hit speeds of over 110 kilometers an hour. It's powered by a modified 3000 watt motor, an insane 72 volt custom battery with 24 amp hours of capacity. It's built from EV40PL cells. These are high discharge cells. I use very thick copper, 0.3 millimeters to be exact. This battery weighs 8.4 kilograms, so for the weight ratio and the power, it's absolutely insane. This battery is actually paired with a 110 amp continuous and BMS. It has Bluetooth, and the peak current of this battery is 275 amps. This is absolutely insane. I only have a controller that can do 100 amps continuous, so I can't actually get the maximum power from this battery. But the battery can do 23,000 watts of peak power. This is the same amount of power that a Sur-Ron Ultra Bee can do out the box. It's absolutely insane that this battery of this sizes, that weighs 8.5 kilos, has this amount of power. Of course, my motor, my controller cannot handle this power, so I'm only running 8,000 watts, which is still overkill. Here's a little video of the acceleration of this bike. The controller is set to 60 DC amps. Here's a little run with the BMS app open while riding. Right now I'm testing it at 60 amp max draw, which is around 5,000 watts of power when the bike is fully charged. The battery stays cool with only a slight temperature increase of around 3 to 4 degrees even after significant discharge. The road was wet, but still I was able to reach a top speed of around 85 kilometers an hour with a 3T winding motor. I was able to hit speeds of 110 kilometers an hour. It was very sketchy, so I switched to a 5T winding motor. I preferred the acceleration way more than the top speed. The new 5T motor which I ordered was a Chinese model. It is not an original brand, as for example a QS motor. I did open up the motor when I received it. It didn't have any silicone for sealing. I applied silicone and I also modified it to withstand more power. I did make a vent for air to pass through it, and I also added mineral oil to help it cool down. I did do some tests and the cooling improved by around 20 to 30% when heavily used, so it did improve it a lot. Also, the motor didn't come with any temperature sensor. I had to install that as well. I'll let you guys watch me ride. The ANT BMS will be on for some time. Later on in the video, I'll also have the display showing the speed that I'm going. It is GPS speed, so it's very, very accurate. Also, as you can see in the ANT BMS, the voltage drop is very, very low. That is due to the high quality of the battery. The 3mm copper itself doesn't cause any voltage drop. The cells that I'm using, as I said earlier, are EV40PL cells. They are meant for high current discharge. Each cell on the datasheet can even do 70 amps peak. I am using them in a 20S 6B configuration. We multiply the 6 times the amps they are rated, and we get 420 amps. That is the peak of the cells that they can do. 420 amps. In this video, as I'm showing you, the controller is only pulling 60 amp from the battery. That's why there is literally no heating on the cells themselves. There's no issues with voltage drop because the cells are just too good. Now enjoy the full ride. Here I had a close call with one car that slowed down pretty fast. I wasn't paying much attention to the road when riding. On these custom bikes, you really need to pay attention, especially with normal stock brakes that came with your bike. I was going around 50 kilometers an hour and I didn't realize that the stock Shimano brakes suffered from brake fade. After around 30 to 40 minutes of riding at high speeds, the discs got really hot and that reduced the braking performance, especially when you're going at high speeds and need to stop quickly. So it's something to be mindful of. That is one thing that I will have to upgrade in the future, especially if you're trying to wheelie as well. The brakes do get hot really fast and you need to upgrade them. Also, a 200mm disc in the rear is a minimum in my experience. I do have plans for this YouTube channel. I will be posting a lot of videos, probably weekly. That's my goal. I'm also taking in custom orders for batteries. You can join my Discord server for more battery content in terms of my projects that I'm doing currently, as well as some upcoming projects. There will be more info exactly in terms of building batteries, as well as there will be a community where you can ask questions where I can answer or someone else from the community can answer. So feel free to join, it's completely free. And yeah, thank you for watching and bye bye.